On Chan and welcome to my Vodcast on food issues. In this Vodcast, I'll be talking about my eating habits and how it relates to two big food issues fast food and processed food, and how it impacts the world we live in today. When looking at my weekly eating habits, I realize I'm eating a lot of fast food, which includes McDonald's filet-o-fish and KFC signature chicken. This is a very bad habit because the fast food ingredients are cheap and heavily processed. Another problem I see with my eating habits is eating a lot of processed food, which has many unhealthy chemicals. And as you see, these two relate as fast food is also processed. So, fast food. A majority of fast food restaurants are all over the world add many additives into their meat. Like processed food, but I'm going to talk about that in more depth later. They give antibiotics to the animals they're raising to help prevent disease. Although that still eliminates some bacteria, the overuse of antibiotics will also lead to some becoming resistant, so they will continue to multiply and spread. Then eventually, when the meat gets served, the consumers will also eat those bacteria. The FDA is working towards limiting those use of antibiotics for growth. Health is a major problem while eating fast food, but having a healthy option was only the sixth most important factor to consumers. So fast food chains aren't majorly concerned about the health of the food. The consumers want high quality, fresh fast food, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's entirely healthy. This is shown when that having high quality food is a main concern when chains who ranked higher in quality of food increased sales by an average of 10.9%. Not many consumers are interested in entering a fast food chain and eating something healthy. This is proved when fast food chains ranked high for healthy options, their sales decreased by 0.3%. Another problem I see in my eating habits is eating too much processed food. It's one of the main reasons for obesity and illness. It also leads to heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Like fast food, it could also lead to insulin resistance due to refined carbohydrates, which would lead to type 2 diabetes. Also, there's a major loss in nutrients, so to replace that, they add chemically modified vitamins and minerals, which are unhealthy. Processed meats are not fresh. They're preserved through freezing, smoking, adding or adding preservative chemicals. The US processing industry produces more than $1.8 trillion in economic output every year. As this industry develops and becomes more successful, more job opportunities open up for the unemployed. 15.6% of the 12.3 million jobs in the US are part of the supply chain for food processing. Food processing has a positive impact on the economy. From consumers' perspective, some consumers are really cautious in what they're buying. Those consumers know what's in processed food and how it can affect their body. Another group of consumers either don't know what chemically processed food is or doesn't care. These consumers purchase processed foods because they think it tastes good, so they eat more and more and more. The processed food industry is earning millions of dollars in profit due to these kinds of consumers who don't know or doesn't care what processed food is. This industry doesn't really care about the health of society because this industry brings severe negative health impact to them. Also, only as long as they keep making as much money as they're making now, it doesn't seem they will stop this anytime soon. These issues are very serious, and I'm planning to make changes to my eating habits immediately to help myself be more healthier. Fast food cannot be eaten on a regular basis because it's just too unhealthy for my body. So I'm planning to eat it once every month. The reason I'm only eating fast food is because I'll need a quick meal to eat because I might not have enough time. Also, I want to be more cautious when buying food at the supermarket. I would like to look at the ingredients list and make sure there's nothing I can't pronounce because normally that would mean it was processed and has unhealthy chemicals in them. So, in conclusion, fast food and processed food is one of the two biggest fast food issues in the world, and it also affects me in my weekly habits.